The road out of Sarmada in Idlib province. In the last 2 months, more people have fled the fighting here than at any other time in the Syria conflict. Many are braving the harsh winter conditions simply to get out.
It's really sad to see people here enduring snow and cold, and most of them are children. What are we going to do? We've got nothing left. We're sleeping under olive trees.
It's a terrible sight. This road is completely cut off because it's packed full of cars, and people have no idea where they're going.
This is what they are leaving behind. Violence has flared in Idlib in recent weeks and strained ties between two of the main international players in the region, Russia and Turkey. Ankara has sent more troops to the area and has warned it will strike Syrian regime forces if its soldiers come under renewed attack.
Anyone targeting Turkey should know that they will pay the price for this, not only at the site of the attack, but everywhere.
Hundreds of thousands of people have left in recent weeks, but not everyone can get out. Those still stuck in Idlib face an anxious wait and a worsening humanitarian crisis.
And for more on the situation in Syria, I'm joined by Abdelkafi Alhamdo. He's a teacher in Daret Eza, a village on the western countryside of Aleppo. Welcome, Mr. Alhamdo. Tell us, what is the situation like for you right now, for you and your family?
Hello, how are you all? In fact, today the situation is getting worse because the Syrian regime is getting closer. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please do go on.
Yeah, great. Okay. In fact, the Syrian regime is getting so close these days. In fact, yesterday and today. In fact, yesterday we couldn't sleep very well. My little daughter, in fact, because of the bombs, came to me at night and told me, I want to sleep beside you because I'm afraid. Because just imagine that yesterday my friends who are in the closer villages, they ran away on foot because no cars, in fact, can dare to go to these areas. In fact, now these more than 2 million of people in Idlib and the western countryside of Aleppo left their homes, and the situation, and the fact they are going to nowhere. These people are just, yes, they want to flee, they want to go, they want to run away from the bombing, but they don't know where to go, and they know that the regime is gonna be following them again, and they might die. Yes, just yesterday, a 7-month son, in fact, died because of cold, because the situation, the humanitarian situation for those people who flee, who escape from their houses, are in very terrible situation. They are in tents, or even sometimes without tents, either in their cars or under the trees. In this cold weather, it's about 6 below zero. And nevertheless, it's two hells, the hell of cold and the hell of warplanes and rockets which are upon their heads.
So very, very difficult situation for you, Mr. Alhamdo. A very, very difficult situation from what you're saying. What are your plans? Are you also planning to leave the area and go out of Aleppo?
In fact, look, this is the question that my wife is asking to me all the time. Abdelkafi, what should we do? Where should we go? The most difficult question that we fathers or the breadwinners, that we don't know. We don't know where to go. We don't know what to do. Yes, in fact, I prepared all my things, all my important things, just because any time, any moment, I might leave my home with my kids. But where? This is the biggest question. This is the most difficult question for us. Just when I look at my children's eyes and I don't know what to do for them, it's a very difficult situation for me as a father and for my family. Really now, yes, I'm planning to leave. I prepared everything, but I want to wait till the last moment because I can't, stand living in the wild, in the cold, because I might see my kids dying in front of my eyes. So really, this is the very difficult question for me. What should you do?
So what is the situation like in the village? Is there enough food and water and essential supplies for people who are trapped there right now with the Syrian troops advancing and as well as the incredible cold that you talked about?
Yeah, in fact, yes, my village, because it's a little bit close to the borders. Nevertheless, it's now close to the bombing because, the Syrian regime now is getting closer to the borders of Turkey. Yes, there's food and drinks, but believe me, this is now the last thing that people think of. They don't think of food. They don't think of drinks because in the morning, I went to the market to buy many things for my wife. And I didn't see anyone buying anything. Just I'm alone in the market. The streets are just empty, but of the long lines of people who are fleeing from their homes, because my village, it's a little bit like a corridor for people who tries to move to North Aleppo. So this is the humanitarian situation here. But of course, according to those people who left everything behind and already they had nothing, in fact, they can do nothing for themselves. They can't feed their kids, or they can't, at least to have the essential things.
Abdelkafi Alhamdo, a teacher in Idlib, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts with us. And we do wish you and your family all the very best. Hope you stay safe and you're able to get out of harm's way.